show you that one I was talking about with the Actually, wait, I think I made a playlist. Yeah, this one. Negative Mosh Squad.
What the fuck is
This
this?
is one that always pops into my head. I have this one dude in this video that's like full.
In his darkest hour, he makes an unholy pact. He asks
This has got to be either in South America or fucking USA.
Satan.
They just really, I don't know why they made it like 3 minutes long either. It's like the same mock moves just over and over again for 3 minutes.
Oh, so it's not a band.
No, it's a mosh.
Oh, what the hell?
Negative Mosh Squad, Volume 3.
I thought that was the band. Oh, it's literally just a bunch of guys. No shit. That was pretty sick.
Yeah, there's one, I think it's that dude. That's actually pretty weird. But they filmed for so long.
Oh, what?
But there's like three or four videos of just these dudes in like, when was it? 2015. What's the thing? There's another one I'll show you after this that's like,
What, at the same place or?
it's not the same place, but it's like just a similar sort of thing. It's like a mock competition. There's like 4 different clips of these 4 dudes from different places in the world.
Oh, true.
But it came out like last year. We're gonna start wearing baseball helmets.
Pretty sure that's a gridiron helmet. You don't have to play sport.
Nah. I'm appropriating.
I get like the distinct impression that in whatever place this was filmed at, that if like random cunts, like even just normies, like walk past and saw this happening, they wouldn't think it was that weird.
It's not that weird. I think, maybe it's this one. It's like the same dudes, that Negative Mosh Squad. I think there's like really just like people riding bikes past in like different parts.
Nothing on full screen.
Gotta get those details.
That was pretty fast.
But yeah, it's all like all of it's like pretty decent.
Yeah.
Like better than half the people I see moshing now,
Yeah.
but also like they're just doing it on a basketball court.
Yeah.
That's
Those
the
two stepping
sicky.
backwards.
There's the guy with the sicky butt. He was like hell frog 2-stepping as well, like the straight legs.
Oh, fully.
I feel like the big advantage that a lot of these people have is they're just not fat too.
Yeah, fully.
Being not fat is a heaps good mosh advantage. Yeah, just kind of the bike. Oh, maybe it's one of the homies pulling up. Come to join the Mosh Squad. I wonder if they have like initiation criteria.
Yeah, like a moshing in.
Moshing in. I wonder if they denied anyone for like being shit. Like, sorry, you're just not a good enough mosher to be in the crew.
Oh, this is actually pretty hard.
Yeah.
Little flipping core.
I've never heard that song before.
Aggressive Mosh team. Mosh get beat down too. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. AMT and
Fuck that ball.
in the house. Beat down hard life compilation. Slamming to death.
What's the record label? Actually, I think I watched this one too the other day. Might have been on the list. I'm on full screen it. Oh, what was that?
Press F in full screen.
F in YouTube. F in comments. Full screen.
F in the chat.
Yeah, I did watch this. I watched a little bit of it. I think I might have added it to the playlist for this. Surely, like, all of this shit's just happening in Germany.
Yeah.
It's just all
All
Moscow.
Belgium.
Yeah. It's funny how like this generation of like the bands just all aren't heaps tough.
Yeah, fully.
It's this. Sorry, I think it's this video later on. There's just like hell fights and shit because this dude's like not even like stylized. He's just like bashing people and just getting in fights.
Like it just seems like it's kind of like filters down, like it gets diluted. Like you sort of got like the first generation, and they're like proper like fucking hardhead, fucking tough cunts.
Yeah.
And then like as it goes on, like the people sort of just become a bit less like that, but the mentality stays.
Yeah.
Like it's the same here.
Yeah. I mean, I probably fell into it a little bit. Like when I first like listened to Beatdown when I was a kid.
Yeah.
It was like, oh well, that's just what you do.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like the first generation, like even
Like that wasn't what you did. They just did it anyway.
yeah, they just were hard. And that's just accidentally what happened.
Yeah. But these cunts, they're not even moshing. They're just fighting. Like a wall of death, but
But like fight.
yeah.
It's just kind of like swinging forwards into
Yeah.
the people. I think it's maybe here. I love they just like square up and then like oh nah.
Yeah, they're full squaring up.
Yeah, like
Go, son.
Like I reckon Bloody in the grey probably actually fights.
Yeah.
It sucks almost like how oversaturated the music genre is though. And like it doesn't feel pure anymore.
Yeah, fully.
Like I remember, you know, when we were like, you know, maybe like 15 and 17 and shit, when like this felt like just nuts and psycho. Yeah, so the heaps of shit that sounded like this.
Yeah.
And then now it just numbs my brain.
Yeah, fully. Like I'm just completely just.
Yeah.
Like I literally couldn't care less.
Yeah.
Like it's just funny now.
Yeah. Almost, it doesn't even make me
Shut that. Go back. What the fuck was
I'm
that?
just got yimped.
He goes like.
Oh wait, I think I did go first.
What?
But he just lands like in someone.
And he goes like backwards, forward.
Oh, he like kind of turns, yeah.
Fucking cartwheel with forwards and backwards at the same time.
Yeah, he like kind of does like a side flip, but starts in it forwards.
Fuck, if I was 17, I'd just be losing my mind
Yeah.
at all of this.
I remember when like there was a handful of people like sharing shit like this that were like saying how it promotes violence so much and like
Yeah, saying how whack it was and yeah.
like to some extent like yeah. But I think
Yeah.
it's like mostly cathartic for people. Like there's people that are just fuck and go to start
Yeah.
fights, but I think it's one of those things like if people are happy in their culture and their shit then
Yeah.
like, you know,
Especially like at
Now
the time when people were complaining about this shit. No one was going to shows here.
Yeah.
Like shows were tiny. And it's, we'd watch like shows like this. and there'd be like 100 cunts all doing it. It's like, yeah, I'm sure there's like 200 people who are all participating in it, hate it heaps, and they would much rather come to our shows where there's 10 people standing there doing nothing. Like,
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like, I mean, there's occasionally fights at these things, but mostly people are just having like a good time. So
Yeah.
if they're having a good time, then like that's all that matters, I guess.
Yeah.
As long as it's not like if it's not genuinely destructive to people's well-being, like mentally,
yeah.
then you know it's alright. It looked like he was about to fall over the whole time.
Yeah, boy. It's like that video of the guy shoveling snow and he's falling for like 7 seconds.
It was just that. Like his style was falling over. It's been a while since we just like beat down Mosh compilations.
Yeah, boy. That sounds like the cunt from Straight Through Discipline. Huh?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I thought you meant the band.
No,
yeah,
no.
Trailer Vibes.
Yeah.
It really does sound like it. I'm not the band. Oh no.
Oh.
Monomark beat down.
That's like almost what this is. Like I feel like the people, not all of them obviously, but like a pretty solid amount of people that go to these shows probably don't have like any real ties to hardcore.
Yeah.
Like they just come to these shows just because people do like ninja shit, and it's like heavy.
It's a different breed.
Yeah.
Mosh Bass Challenge.
What?
I don't know what Mosh Bass Challenge is. Oh. I think this. Wait, hold on. I think this might be the thing that I was talking about. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, in the
What?
playlist. All right, let's. Where are you? I don't know.
Briansk Mosh Crew movie. Yeah, come. What? Chuck it on, man.
Скажи, чем отличается Мош от Слэма?
We're fucking Briansk. Just fucking hot garbage. Whoa, no way. Who's the Sydney dude that I used to do backflips? Like that little dude, I think.
Yeah, I cannot remember for the life of me. Hell yeah, cut.
Reminds me of that N-World show we were talking about yesterday.
Yeah.
Where they're playing in like wherever it was, the mall.
Hell yeah, cunt. His ass looks great in those shorts.
Don't look like he just left work. Why don't we have venues that look like this anymore?
Well, yeah, I don't know.
What if it's called a movie as well? I don't know why the fuck they started with that, like, terrible footage.
Yeah, with like the god awful music. That's some green shorts, bloke. Hell yeah. Oh, that kind of got upside down as.
Hell, upside down and
He just did it again. Look at that.
whatever that band, I actually kind of like that band. I'm just gonna get that. What is that? What is he doing?
Dude,
Oh, doing the back of the
in the
short?
back, yeah.
Yes.
good's that?
They're all doing it.
They're doing it backwards.
They're like hack two-stepping.
What the f?
They're just, what's it, Gabba two-stepping. Goddamn Euros.
Hell yeah, can't.
There's like heaps of them. They must have just like a heap strong scene that they all know each other well enough to meet up at a basketball court.
Yeah, oh, there's just shitloads of them.
Yeah, there's have to be heaps. Oh no, Marvel shirt guy joined in. We gotta bring back,
Oh, yes, cunt.
gotta bring back chino, like camo chino shorts.
Yeah, fully.
Like a good puff.
Yeah.
It's like here.
I feel like Europe, like with these bands like in this scene, is kind of like where America and Australia were in like the mid 2000s.
Yeah. I was talking to Adelaide Jesse the other day when we were talking about like those like Belgian metalcore bands and stuff.
Yeah.
He's like, there's something fucked about like when Euros get a hold of like American music,
Yeah.
and they just like make it like heaps intense.
Yeah, that's what it is. Did you hear that, cunt?
The vocal
6
thing.
feet down.
Like, true. I didn't see that coming.
But yeah, they fully do. Like, they just get American shit, and they're just like,
I feel like watching like Rise of the North Star or something.
yeah, fully. There's a sick video of them live playing in the UK, actually. You should watch.
Where is this gone? Like, I'm not bad.
They ran out of beat there.
But it's just gone all into like, I wonder like who put the music on and like whether they all agreed to it.
Yeah, fully. How can so many people all be this good at butterfly kicks? I don't get it.
People don't practice anymore.
No, they fully don't.
I remember going to like empty hate crack and we'd just do butterfly kicks on the open pavement in the car park outside, probably longer than we practiced for.
Yeah, fully. And I always used to get you to do a butterfly kick and cartwheel. Like the combo.
We're gonna bring back lines. I remember I used to have like a band line that I put like in a
Yeah,
row,
fully.
like cartwheel, side like kick,
Yeah.
or like butterfly kick. And that's so they can hear themselves yelling.
No, can't.
That was Marvel shit, dude. Oh yes, cunt. Moshing with weapons. I wonder if it would be difficult. Like my arm muscles would like die
Yeah.
immediately from holding like a fucking pickaxe.
That's why for us, knuckles are perfect.
Yeah, not too heavy.
Yeah.
Just take like a rubber mallet instead of a hammer so you can do more.
Yeah.
Wait, trying to get spurs on.
She said I got a brown pants kick.
I don't know if I want to.
He
The Marvel
just
shirt
like
guy.
bent over, put his hands on the ground and then just lifted one of his feet up in the air and then just stood up again.
Nobody be doing donkey kicks anymore.
Nah, bring it back.
Donkey kicks are so...
What's that dude from Canberra's name that just did the psycho donkey kick? Josh.
Yeah, Josh.
What was his last name?
Oh no, oh.
I thought that was a dive bomb, but it was just a dude screaming.
And then I seen him like on the logo, he's got like long hair now.
He's got like a
Josh
beard.
Robinson.
Josh Robinson, yeah. He was like the only cunt from Canberra who could like wash good.
Yeah.
Oh, and Egan. Max Egan. But he just never washes.
Yeah. What was that band? What's that band that he did?
Primal Instinct.
Yeah, Primal Instinct. That shit was sick.
Yeah. Just sucks that they're all sacked, so they never do it.
Yeah. He's still a sick cunt.
Yeah, I mean, he's a sick cunt. It's more Dakin.
Yeah. I think I still have most of them on socials. I think I have Max. I chat to him sometimes. It's just funny as.
Yeah. Because I remember Primal Instinct was meant to open that survival show that we played.
Yeah.
And then they just didn't have a lineup. So they pulled out. And then Panic Burst played, and the guitarist's fucking distortion didn't work.
Yeah.
So he played through the clean channel
That's
for the
right.
whole set, and it sounded like fucking shit.
I remember seeing him and I was like, I guess this is just what it is.
Yeah. Like, I just thought it was bad, but I didn't realise that it wasn't intentional.
Yeah, it wasn't intentionally bad.
I mean, it was still bad, but
I don't think any of them, like I know Ryan did face color. I don't think any of the rest of them did anything else.
hell yeah, can't.
I used to chat to the dude, I think he played
Will?
guitar. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was like a hell gear nerd and did noise and stuff.
Yeah.
He was like a hell like boutique pedal.
And I think all his gear got like stolen out of his car or something.
Oh, true.
I remember that happening.
How come that Rise of the North Star? Or have you got like
find that? Yeah, I want to find that. How do you? My shit. That's it. This video, this like Mosh competition video thing. Yeah, it was the same one that was provided. I was like so confused at the start, but I think it's like there's 4 different dudes, and there's this one dude that goes around and plays bass for the songs that they're moshing to, and there's like a competition of like who won the moshing, but they're not together. Like it's just clips of them moshing.
And the guy's playing bass.
Yeah.
What? Why is he playing bass?
The first one is like so uncomfortable to watch. The dude just looks like a heaps normie that moshes. Yeah, I think it's like these 4 dudes.
Oh yeah.
Some of them are like pretty sick, but this first one's just super awkward. They're in like a train station,
Oh, true.
and there's just old people like walking past.
Oh no. Yeah, he just looks like he listens to Alpha Wolf.
Was that based on the?
Why's the guy playing bass?
I don't know, but he's in all of them. It's just guy like, what the fuck is happening?
Oh, that was pretty sick, but
He gets some air. Probably weighs like 30 kilos.
yeah. That like spinning thing that he does is wild.
He's just got Naruto Mosh style.
Hell yeah, Hidden Leaf Village. Fuck yeah, cunt. Get that Leaf Village shit.
Like he's definitely like good.
Yeah.
It's just real uncomfortable to watch.
I just don't get why there's a dude playing bass. That's so ridiculous.
I think he just does the video. See, and then now it's a different guy,
Oh yeah.
which I didn't pick up on for ages.
Oh, true. What was that?
That's what I want to do. I want to learn that thing that he was just doing.
That's fucking fucking ridiculous, cunt.
I'm trying to figure out what the shorts are. Looks like the Bad Boy logos. Remember that?
Yeah, they're Muay Thai shorts.
But is the brand Bad Boy?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Sulcani Jazz represent.
I feel like compared to like even like Asia, like Asian countries and like Euro countries, like Australia and even America to some extent, it doesn't have like a moshing culture, like where they don't like rep it
Yeah, fully.
as hard. Like they're super proud of how they can mosh.
Yeah. like moshing is just like a thing that you do, but like the company like this, like the moshing is just as big a part of it as like the music or anything else is.
Yeah. This dude is so fucking like, agile. He's just doing it.
Yeah, I think this is like the most impressive one.
Yeah, I think this is my favourite.
Because he's not a small dude
No.
either.
Why do all that, like, they have like a German in the face?
Yeah, they
Shouldn't
surely
they have
do
that
it.
thing where they just look angry no matter what?
Yeah.
Like their eyebrows go in. This must be like the special move zone when it goes red at the end.
Yeah, fully. Fatality. This guy's like the only one so far that looks legit hard.
Yeah.
Like he looks like that guy that you can't tell him he's shit at moshing. Because he was a basher.
Yeah. You know what, he kind of looks like that dude that like, you know, he'd be like flogging you all night moshing and then if you hit him, he'd like start a fight.
Yeah, fully.
I love he's just pitting on the street, there's this poor lady trying to cross the road in a bike.
Yeah,
It's
fully.
like, she's playing a game of like Crash Bandicoot and he's like he's the villain.
Yeah. What? Go back. He just levitated. His whole body just went whoop.
Did like a fucking like, weird inverted front flip. This is what I mean though. Hardcore Worldwide will just upload literally anything.
Yeah.
Like why is this on Hardcore Worldwide?
There's no screening process.
Right, what are we doing?
The Rise of the North Star. I think it's like Donfest or. Rise of the North Star at Deadfest 2014. Beat down hardcore crowd kill TV. It's such an anomaly as a band. Like they're like French dudes that are just singing about Japan and everything's like Japan related. But they're also like hard as shit. And they have like thrash parts and beat down parts and like rap parts.
Beat down, crossover, rap core. Actual TV. That fat dude has a hell of like fat Kevin era style motion.
Yeah, fully. That's the singer from Curbstomp.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Full looks like fat Kevin.
Yeah. There's like this one dude in there, I think it's this guy in the snapback, and he's just hell like learning to mosh and shit.
Oh yeah.
And just gets blitzed.
He's like the exact opposite of what we talked about before, like the straight leg mosh, he's like too bent.
Yeah.
I was talking to Adelaide Jesse
Yeah.
about how like we're just so deep down this rabbit hole that like you can pick like who's good at moshing and not good at moshing, like you just can't say flailing their arms and doing kicks.
Yeah, fully. Like that's good flailing.
Yeah, like to anyone else that just looks like stupid.
Yeah.
This is that same venue with that clip of the guitars from Malevolent, like Storches that.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's the same show.
No, I'm pretty sure that's Donfest.
Okay.
I think that's why I was getting mixed up.
That Rise of the North Star have like heaps more like hardcore influence than a lot of the other bands about the same time.
Yeah, fully.
I don't even know where like 45 Stainless were from. But like reminds me kind of like that, where it's more
Yeah.
like hardcore riffs, just slow.
Yeah. It's like a hardcore band with beatdown parts rather than just like a beatdown band.
Yeah. And like ex-deathcore kids slam.
Yeah. Because they just had some like hell metalcore mosh parts too. Like they weren't just all
Yeah.
beat down parts.
Couldn't tell if that dude was actually spewing or not. Fuck, remember Sentenced?
Yeah.
He's wearing a Sentenced shirt.
They were like my favourite band for fucking ages.
I always struggled to find them. I found like this sick, there's like, I think they're like Swedish or something. There's like a sick, like old, like cult Swedish death metal band called Sentenced as well.
Oh yeah.
That I like stumbled across.
I love it, like no one's moshing to this mosh part, but then like the beatdown kicks in. I think it's this song, and then they all just start like moshing. Like, what is this cunt?
It's like, yeah, 90s metalcore breakdown with 80s guitar solo.
Yeah. See, like, just, I don't get it.
There's like a certain speed where they don't register a breakdown or a mosh part until it's that slow.
Yeah, it's just like a frequency.
Yeah,
Frequency thing. They can't even hear the music until there's a beat down.
It's like a mosh gate. Like
Yeah.
only beat downs break the gate and they can hear it.
Yeah, fully.
And then they can start moshing. It's something just all Europeans are born with.
Yeah. They just hear like beat down in like a different way to everyone else in the world.
Yeah, it's like, you know that meme? It's like, oh, like Europeans born after 1990, like 1997, don't know mosh. All they know is beat downs, eat hot shit, mosh and lie.
Yeah.
I feel like the term crowd killers are hell diluted. Like it's not, like what I think of isn't what people think it
Yeah.
is either.
Yeah, fully.
Because like people like,
Like if you just mosh too hard, people will like say you're like a crowd killer.
but also like in the other term where people like, when people are like just moshing like shit or like being like super aggressive, like deliberately like trying to start fights and shit, they'll call that crowd killing. But also like even when I think of crowd killing, like I think of like hard sort of moshing, like where you're just like hitting people.
Yeah.
Where then when people say like, oh, you know, like crowd killing's for losers, then I'm like, but it's just that. Like people do that all the time,
Yeah.
and like it's fine. I don't understand why you're calling it out. Like I've seen people that say crowd killing's bad do that stuff,
Yeah.
but then I think it's just people having different definitions of it.
Even like with Whitey, we were talking about it one day. It's like, yeah, crowd killing's fucking whack. And then I was like, oh, heaps of like people that you like know and like associate with and shit like do it. Like heaps of people from like the scene that you're like more a part of, like do it. And he's like, oh no, there's like a difference between like moshing hard and like you hit people because you're moshing hard and it's like not intentional.
Yeah,
Whereas you're like purposely like hitting people.
yeah,
And I was like, yeah, well, yeah, I guess, but like they know they're gonna hit people when they're doing that.
yeah,
You know, like it's still intentional.
yeah.
Like it's still pretty much the same thing.
I
Like
guess
it comes down to like semantics.
yeah. I guess just if you're gonna like Superman punch someone in the face, just make it like someone you know. And then
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
it's all just reading the vibe.
Yeah. Read the room. I'm pretty sure old mate in the MLVLTE shirt there's the drummer from fucking Malevolence.
Not true.
Looks like him.
He's such a skits drummer.
Yeah, he's a fucking animal, eh?
I think it is, yeah. It's so weird to think now. That's like another one of those things that, you know, people just won't remember when they're like new. Is that like Malevolence were like on the same like label and like crew bracket as like Gunishment and Curb Stomp and shit.
Yeah.
Like, even though now they're like popular, like Malevolence touring with like The Artist Murder and Justice were Damned.
Yeah.
And like where they came from was like, you know, 4 foot wide rooms where people just punch each other.
Yeah.
In,
Just
like,
playing
the
with like
UK.
slam worldwide bands in Belgium.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that like
Like like whole MLV LTD
Yeah.
thing, and like Desolated.
And like they were already popular here before they got popular like this time.
Yeah. There was like the different iteration of Malevolence that was big.
Yeah, like when their first album first came out, like everyone over here was like losing their minds over it and was like begging for them to come over and they just didn't. And then everyone kind of just lost interest because they didn't release new music and they never came over here. So people stopped caring. But then they like released a new album and then came over here around like the same time.
Yeah.
And all the new jacks were just like, what is this thing that I've never heard of before?
I find it's kind of weird too, because like Malevolence have that whole like, they have like the crowbar riffs and they have like the, and they have like that kind of weird like bluesy like influence going on.
Like Hell Southern
I
influence.
feel like, well, for one, that's weird as fuck because they're from the UK.
Yeah.
But also, like, I feel like no one else, like, people that are, like, heaped into Malevolence don't listen to anything else that sounds like that.
Yeah, fully.
They just listen to Malevolence.
Yeah, like, they wouldn't know that the guitarist vocals sound like Kirk Winstein.
Yeah.
Well, they'd just be like, oh, that's so cool. I've never heard that before.
Yeah.
You know, like, they listen to Malevolence, but they would have never have heard, like, like Crowbar or Kingdom of Sorrow or, like, I Hate God. Or anything like that.
Put on like I Hate God, and they're like, oh, this sounds like Malevolence.
Yeah.
That down song sounds heaps like Malevolence stuff.
Yeah. I wish Bury Me in Smoke wasn't like so long, because there's like a sick mosh part in it.
I reckon the verse for Bury Me in Smoke is possibly the hardest thing ever written.
Yeah.
Kingdom of Sorrow is like such a fucking anomaly. What the fuck? How? I'm gonna put Kingdom of somewhere on now.
Alright.
Like, how did like they start talking? Like, how did we seen and fucking?
Well, Jamie Juster's like probably just as big in like the metal scene as he is in like any other scene.
Yeah.
And Crowbar are definitely like hardcore adjacent.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Like, I don't think it's like that much of a stretch.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I guess, like, because they both got big enough to be doing, like, festival shit.
Yeah.
To the point where they...
Like, Jamie Juster, like, has a label where he, like, signs heaps of, like, metal bands and shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he, like, has his own label. He, like, TMs, like, a lot of, like, metal bands and stuff.
What's the label?
I forget what it is. I've heard people, like, talk about it on podcasts and stuff. It's an EY for his name, I think.
Oh. Like that?
Yeah.
Network. Wife, daughter, mullet. Billboard Records. Entertainment One. What? Billboard Records, American independent record label.
Featured bands.
The Paybridge. Where? Oh, yeah. Abolish Another Victim. Blacklisted. Blackwater. Cold as Life. Suffocate. Death Threat. Billboard Crowd. Paybridge. Ice Pick. Integrity. Just a 14. What is Just a 14? What are these fucking ads? They're just linked to Jamie Juster.
True.
It's pretty great. Sub-Zero.
Yeah, Push Button Warfare, which is the original singer of 100 Demons, like first band.
Oh, true.
Suffocate are definitely like an outlier there.
Yeah, that's heaps random. I wouldn't have thought they'd be on his radar like at all.
Fuck, this is hard.
That's so sick. I'm stoked that like someone put Kirk Winstein in a situation where he was literally writing mosh riffs on purpose.
Yeah, fully.
Instead of just writing sick mosh riffs in the not mosh context. And it's sick that Jamie like did somehow like sludge and vocals.
Yeah. He's got a great voice for it.
Yeah. For ages, I thought Jamie Juster and the dude from Suicidal Tendencies was the same person.
What, because of the bandana?
Yeah. When I was a kid, I was like, I just thought they were like Hate Breed with his band, like after Suicidal.
Oh, true.
I can't remember who the other members are, but I feel like it's a bit of a super group.
Yeah.
I can't think of it. Why the fuck is the cunt wearing a fedora, but that's a bit. I'm off that.
Is there any videos of Dan playing Birmingham Smoke live?
Yes. Oh, have I ever showed you the one where Ryan Salmo offers everyone, the entire crowd, out?
No.
It's the best video of them live. He's like, everyone's not moving enough. It's like, he's like, don't look me in the eyes unless you want to fight, and you'll lose.
That's sick.
It's so hard. I got to see Down once at like Soundwave.
Oh, really?
It was hectic.
Oh, that's psycho.
Fully probably one of my favourite bands ever.
Yeah.
He's just so drunk and pissed off.
Yeah.
He just manages to pull off literally any style you can imagine.
Yeah, fully.
He's done everything. He's been like the long-haired cunt. He's been like the bald skinhead cunt.
Yeah.
Like, what is he wearing? But he just pulls it off.
Yeah, it just worked. Kirk Winstanley looks like Grizzly.
He's so chunging in this video, and he's just got like the short beard.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Donington. That's cool. Someone's just got a fucking Confederate flag. Giant Confederate flag in England.
Sing loud with me, and I want to see everybody. I don't give a fuck who you are or what you're doing. I want to see you headbanging like you don't give a fuck. Last song is called Bury Me in Smoke. Let's go. Stop. I want to see more than that. I'm sick of people staring at us, man. Don't you look at me, motherfucker, unless you want to fight and you'll lose. I want to see
It's
all
the
you
hardest thing
motherfuckers
ever.
lose your mind. Pepper, start the song again. I'm watching you. I'm watching you like a vulture.
It's the whole like scene of like New Orleans and like the swamp and like metal shit. It's just immaculate.
Yeah, fucking A. Swamp metal.
Swamp metal.
Even like the stuff that like was like sort of it came from that, like
Yeah.
even like I Exist.
Yeah.
Was so fucking
Just that
sick.
sort of style of shit
like all the bands that were like inspired by it was still like so hectic.
Yeah. And there's like even like the later bands like High on Fire,
Yeah.
but like that Abuse band that I did that shirt of,
Yeah.
like that shit. It's like just some of the best shit ever.
Yeah.
Death metal with that little bit of like southern sludgy shit, and like acid bath. He's just like such a fucking tone lord as well.
A what?
Tone lord.
Yeah.
Kurt.
What sort of setup does he normally run?
I think, well, he's partially like why I got into like solid state amps.
Oh,
as
true.
well. Like it's just heaps on the same stuff as like Dimebag used to use, like those like solid state like old like PVs and
Oh yeah.
and like Randalls and shit.
Yeah.
And then I think now, I was talking to Chaz last night about like, I think now what he uses is like an orange, like a Crush 120, which is just like the only solid state amp that Orange makes.
Oh, true.
And he just runs like a metal zone into it with no gain, just like the volume all the way up straight into like a solid state Orange amp. And it's just chunging. You watch that video of him like playing his favourite crowbar riffs in the back of the van. He's playing like a White Explorer.
I've never seen that.
Pretty cool.
Chuck it on.
Yeah, because it goes for like 10 minutes. Fine.
11. Check.
Yeah, see what Jesse's done. Yeah, plays his top 5 crowbar riffs. We'll hear him not talk about it.
What's up, everybody? This is Swiggy with the Music Experience.
What's up,
Outliers Beer
Swiggy?
Factory. I'm hanging out with his riffness, Mr. Kirk Wingstein. I'm just going to
Stop
kind of
it.
cut right to it, man. Give me your top
His fucking
5
hat. Get out of it.
crowbar riffs and how they came to be.
As far as my favorites,
That's his voice.
being one
How
of my
hard
favorites
is-
and
sorry.
also being a fan
How hard is the Saint Vitus tattoo like on the kneecap?
Yeah, fully.
favorite, Planets Collide is one of the, one of my favorite songs to play live.
I don't know how his vocals, like, they must have to crank the mic so loud.
Yeah.
Because you see just like all the frequencies that his voice are like so quiet.
Yeah, fully. He's just got like a hell quiet voice.
He just sounds like there's just something holding him down.
Yeah.
Imagine trying to listen. Imagine like you're at a show with Kirk Windstein, the band's playing, and he's trying to tell you something while the band's playing.
Oh, you
You
hear
just hear like
yeah, fully. Fuck yeah, Squiggy.
One of the best reception songs live.
up the squig master.
Planets Collide was kind of a fluke. It was really, I was kind of like afraid to show it to the band even because it was so melodic.
See the Jewish priest tattoo on his neck?
Fuck, that's so mad.
And, the main riff is it's simple, but just
Hell yeah, cunt.
what makes it different for Crowbar, which we've never done on any other song, is the verse. It's a 2 guitar part.
It's like he's trying so hard to talk loud enough.
Yeah, fully.
My guitar
Cream white guitars are so hard.
Yeah.
Especially with a black headstock.
Yeah. Fucking O.
Savagery.
Especially just like Explorers.
Yeah.
It is
A white Explorer or like a white Warlock with a black headstock.
Yeah, or any like V shape.
Yeah, yeah.
so put it together when you do that, that makes the verse riff, which is unlike
His voice is can't be.
really still haven't done it. It was almost like a YouTube kind of thing or something. I just wanted to try something different. And then the song
Oh, he's got
was turned out
typo
so
on his
good.
hand.
Fuck, that's mad.
He just heaps repping
Yeah.
bands.
That we ended up opening up Odd Fellas Rest with that song. But Walk with Knowledge Wisely is one of my favorites. This was featured on the Guitar World thing Matt and I did.
He's a
But
thick boy.
Sounds like a fucking frog.
didn't have any particular thing in mind. I'm at the grocery store with Robin.
What just happened?
And I told her, I said, babe, just don't take this the wrong way, but don't talk to me. I'm like, I got a riff in my head, and it can't go away. I'm telling you, it's a money riff. It's a good riff. So,
Imagine just telling your wife to shut up because you're gonna sick riff.
Because you got a money grid.
Just be like, fuck off, babe.
Yeah.
I got the sickest riff ever.
Yeah, fully.
Crowbar's gonna make the big time if you shut the fuck up for 10 minutes, please.
Yeah.
that's the one I had in my head at the grocery store.
It's full just like fat, evil Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
That's why they like the cover of No Quarter is like one of my favorite things ever.
I don't think I've seen it.
I'll play it for you later. They covered Led Zeppelin.
Oh, yeah.
Chungus. If you don't know that's the song, it just slips into the album.
Oh,
Like,
fully.
you just wouldn't even know that's not a Crowbar song.
I kind of like that when like covers
Yeah.
like happen, like you don't even know it's a cover.
They covered Dreamweaver too. Have you heard
That's
that?
so good.
I think you showed me that actually.
Which is bad, you know, a pretty badass one as well. It's one of our favorites.
I love how like
Playing
the Crowbar, like they get the riffs, like at face value, like they come across as like fairly like simplistic.
like at the end of that,
Then
There's heaps of shit going on.
it's just dense.
Yeah.
There's heaps
I
of
was
shit
just
happening.
thinking. I was just thinking. Just want to get fingered by Kirk Winston. I think it's such a hard line to walk, and they do it so well on the like making a riff technical.
Rob Haywood,
Broke as he was trying to talk loud enough. But but they like it doesn't sound too in its own head. They
Yeah,
don't sound like they're trying to.
it's not wanky.
It doesn't sound like overly self-aware.
Yeah,
His voice has more gain than his guitar tone.
yeah, fully.
It's like someone's his voice sounds like he's got like a really bad signal and someone's just turned the gain up so they can hear it.
This is Kurt Winston of Crowbar. You're watching Loudwire. Yeah!
You began your music career in 1987 playing guitar for a Judas Priest and Iron Maiden cover band called Victorian Blitz.
That's both fact and fiction. Actually, our first gig was in 1985.
Okay,
But
bit
the
earlier.
band was Victorian Blitz, and we did do a ton of Priest, a ton of Maiden, Motorhead, Saxon, Twisted Sister, Accept, Wasp, you name it, you know.
Okay, so half fiction.
Except it's such a sick band too.
Yeah.
We tend to call that fraction or friction.
So bands like that had like the weirdest
There's
trajectory.
no more math on here, I promise.
Like I'm trying to think they did this 11 years ago. That's fucked. I thought this was so much newer than that. I can't believe that was fucking 11 years ago. That's threw me off. I can't even remember what I was thinking.
Look at their trajectory as a band.
But it's still like it's. I don't know. It's like it's still hard, but like
Yeah.
it's just weird. Like none of them are even wearing merch. I
Yeah.
think the other dude just wearing a shirt that just says heavy metal on it. Even the act.
Doing.
Yo. Making videos. Yeah, we had an idea for like just making YouTube videos of us watching YouTube videos and talking shit about stuff.
Yeah. So just been doing that.
You can be in the video filming it. Because I stumbled on this this thing of like hardcore worldwide videos of Mosh crews. So I was like, we gotta just watch that.
What was the one? It was like,
Which one? The
I don't even know.
Negative Mosh Squad.
yeah, negative mosh squad, and it's just these
chuck it
guys
on.
moshing on a basketball court.
I'll chuck it on.
Like not even to a band, like they're just moshing.
That era.
And then they've just like.
It was like only like last year or something.
Well, one of them was last year.
Yeah.
The first one we watched was like 2015. This one was 2015. But the other one, this other one was like 2020. There's like full of heaps of them though.
Yeah, how could someone like?
This is like nearly a full show. Yeah, like sometimes. Yeah. Like this is all the people that come to a show.
This is like 2015. Like, who? Like, these people are like real life full ass bros.
Yeah. Like most of them probably have kids now.
Like, man, I know we did some silly shit in like back in the day, but like, I can happily say I never did anything like this.
Yeah, didn't quite make this.
Yeah, like
It's like both sick and terrible. Like I'm so stoked it exists for me to watch, but I'm also so stoked it's not me.
right. What's the go with the thing?
Yeah.
that they're all doing the little crab walk with the like
Yeah, I don't know. They're all hell bent knees.
the flips and cartwheels are kind of sick, but
Like,
like
find this one. This other one we watched before, like a couple videos in.
like fucking BYPC days.
There was one, oh, what was it called? This one. Briang, yeah,
Briang's
Briang's
Mosh
Mosh Crew.
It sounds like they're speaking like flappy.
Yeah.
Scroll down.
Yeah.
It might-
Oh, the details, yeah.
VK, yeah, it's Russian. VK is like a Russian version of Facebook.
Oh, right. True.
He said suka, yeah, that's
Yeah.
his bitch in not Russian.
That's sick.
He just turned a blah into like a blah, which is also a Russian insult. It's not just blah. It's like
That's so funny.
Eastern Euros are like hell different. Whoa, look at that turkey leg style.
Put some stank on it.
Yeah, man, there's some stanky
Throw
leg.
on the leg. There's one further in where they're like on a court again, but they like edit the mix. Like they go between the recorded track and then the audio of them playing it live, so you can hear them doing the crowd chants along with it.
Yes. Those kind of Adidas or New Balance, like the real soccer sneaker kind of looking things, like
Yeah.
hell Eastern Euro.
Where's the Umbro shorts and shit?
Well,
Need to
that's
fuck us
it.
up.
Like even like the black metal scene over there has this like real hooligan, like football hooligan.
Yeah.
Like a lot of those dudes are fascists and shit. Like
Yeah.
whereas these guys I think are generally more like anti-fascist or
Yeah.
against racism.
Like the whole footy hooligan like thing, just reach out to like everything. Like if you're like hell into anything in those areas, just have the same mentality.
Well, I think because it's such like a, I mean, football hooliganism has always kind of been a bit of a breeding ground, particularly for like in those countries at least, from what I gather, like for like fascism and shit like that.
Yeah, right. I guess just like a bunch of drunk blokes doing bloke shit in their little echo chamber. My wife sucks, and I'm annoyed that these other people are coming to my country and then no one challenges it. I don't know.
Kind of, but like I don't know. From my understanding, like a lot of the footy hooligans now are like straight edge,
Yeah, right.
and they're like, but they listen to NSBM. They're like heaps into like National Socialist black metal.
Right.
But they're straight at, like they adopt a lot of stuff from hardcore and skinhead culture and stuff, so they're like, you know,
I feel like there was a bit of that thing, like, you know, I guess like straight edge and like veganism like playing into each other, as well as then like, you know, like Hitler being like a veggie or whatever. I feel like
apparently.
oh,
Apparently that was a PR stuff.
just a full like myth.
Yeah, it was a full myth.
Yeah, right. Well, I think there's probably a lot of people that still believe that and probably like jump on the idea.
Well, yeah, there is like a small sect of vegan fascists. Like, there's a
That sounds so weird to say, even.
right. there's a band from Belarus called Werewolf, and it's mainly a one-man project, but it's vegan straight edge, like
Yeah.
neo-Nazi.
That's so weird.
And they've got songs that are full like it's this weird like
How's it went all synthcore?
yeah,
At the end of the video.
Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah. But yeah.
Devil Wears Gosha. there's this one song and it's like go vegan, and it's like this real bad tacky like almost folk metal melody,
Yeah.
like that real Eastern Euro folk metal
Yeah.
kind of thing, but it's like a hardcore song context. It's super weird, man.
Oh, I think this is where it is.
I thought you it was actually at a show.
No.
They're just chilling in a basketball court.
And just doing like the gang chants. But I think the funniest thing is they didn't even just use the live audio, they put the song over it and then cut it out in the parts where they're yelling. They're doing it again.
The hell brutalist architecture flats
Yeah.
in the background, like
Get the axe.
Skydive Dubai. Oh, what are those shoes called? Adidas Sambas, that's it, isn't
Oh
it?
yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen that, like, speaking of wood, like, Russian hardcore, have you seen that footage of the Pack playing in some venue and the roof literally collapsing in?
No. So I'm going to put that on. Was it the Pact? Like
The
PACT?
Pack. No, the Pack, like a wolf pack kind of thing.
The Pack band?
Yeah, Russia or something. I don't know if it's like if you'll find it here, but there was like Triple B, because they just signed a Triple B. They definitely
like, did they post it recently?
Yeah,
somewhere?
Triple B posted it on their
fucking
Insta. Do they have the video?
Oh wait, was it that skinhead one where they're like throwing the lights around?
Yes,
this
yeah,
one.
this
Oh
one.
right,
Dude, it's so sick.
Yeah, I didn't know that was the band.
Yeah, this is the Pack.
Yeah, this was sick. I think I shared it when I saw it. It reminds me, I can't.
He's just loving it.
I'd be so stoked.
Or like Jamie Jackson style vocals over like fast youth crewy kind of hardcore.
There's this one that you probably know it as well. I think Dylan showed me. I can't remember if it's like, what's the band called?
Where's going on? They're putting off fireworks. Dude, it's so sick. I think the roof collapses in a minute.
I feel like this is all the time, like, people will share this shit and love it, but then if someone did this, they'll be like, oh, no.
Oh, respect the venues, guys.
Yeah. Like, we want... like, you want to keep venues, you just find venues that you can do that in.
Yeah.
It's one,
But that's like remember Raw? Like, they kind of... Yeah. They almost had a thing of, like, getting banned from playing shows because...
Yeah, I think that's hilarious.
I think it's...
Like, I love... Like, there was this band, like, completely different style, but there was... Do you know,
Pipehan in Sydney did that as well?
Yeah. There was this black metal band that, you know, was where I grew up. The dude that does Drain the Light now.
Oh, you're from South Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Drain.
Oh yeah. I don't know if I talked about that. Yeah, like I used to see the dude, like I seen him at the shops a handful of times.
Tubby little dude.
But yeah, they used to, like, his first band when he was a kid. Dude from the youth center had photos of them playing shows at a band called Bar Gadriel, and they used to just like buy pig's blood and then like blend it up and pour it all over themselves. But they were playing like youthy shows with carpet. So they just fully ruin these like youth centers with pig's blood and just get cancelled. What was that band? That one, it's like not Bad Luck 13 or anything, but that one that you showed me, and that everyone like pushes those fucking stands over.
Oh yeah, that was Bad Luck.
Oh, was it?
That sounds like a Bad Luck. Sounds like a Bad Luck 13 right extravaganza show.
Yeah, that's the one.
Is that the one where they're like moshing with fireworks and stuff?
Yeah. Oh, we just watched this one. We just watched that clip.
Oh, the Russian cunts.
Yeah.
I guess like when people see this stuff, like they just automatically assume that it's happening because like it's allowed to happen.
Yeah.
Because it's not allowed to happen here, and if it happened here, like it'd be wrong. But if it's happening there, it's all right.
Yeah.
But it's probably still wrong.
Was it this band again? The one where the singer, like, it's their last show and the singer just throws the fucking hi-hat stand?
Oh no, that's No Justice.
I'll chuck that on after this.
Have you seen that on the No Justice last show?
No.
And the vocalist just picks up the hi-hat stand, pegs it into the crowd, and then drives through the drum kit.
Hot topics.
Like that guy, no shirt on, just king hitting people.
Say that just start already. He's just punching people.
I love like pre-show hype. I remember when I was super into Zababal last time they came.
Yeah.
And like they hadn't even started. It was just like guitar feedback and sound checks, and I already had my shirt off. Fuck you pussies.
Have you seen that Reign of Salvation intro? And they're like,
I think so.
It's just this ambient thing, and he's like, we're Reign of Salvation, and then something cuts out, and like they don't start for ages, and there's this guy with his shirt off in the pit just moshing and stuff, and like it's so cringy, and everyone's just kind of like,
what are you doing?
Fuck.
Yeah.
Was that shared by that horseshoe-shaped pit cave?
Oh yeah.
I was like, yeah, this is enough to make me want to start drinking again. And everyone laughed. Everyone was like, yep, liking the comment.
I'm breaking edge out of disappointment.
Yeah, if this is what straight edge is in 2021, I'm not it.
It's pretty funny. I was talking to this other dude. Do you know a dude called Jesse from Adelaide? He does all those like edge
He's
bands
in
at the
All
moment.
In, All X In.
All in and shit. He's only I think he's about Dylan's age, but I was talking to him. I was like saying how we're talking about straight edge because I think he's more into like the youth crewy bands.
He's like a hell posiecore cunt, like,
And
loves like Champion and Carry On and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I was saying how I love like like the Seventh Dagger stuff and all the more like ignorant stuff. And he's like straight edge people being ignorant, never.
Right.
What was the other one?
No Justice, final show.
No Justice for Jeb. Is it No Justice? They're like a Virginia Beach band, or
I'm not sure. Like, I literally only know of them because of this video. It's that top one.
There's a side room view. I want to see that.
All right.
Afterwards. I like this though.
This is just fucking ridiculous.
You know what this band's about? And that's...
is that fallback like on the crowd?
It's gone now.
Oh, that dude. I miss the days of headwalking.
It's so funny watching this after that. I don't know, you saw that Hate 5 6 thing this morning where Sonny like stops the dude from climbing on the on the speaker because like the venue doesn't like it. But then like watching this, and then like the vocalist is just knocking over everything.
When you let your little ADHD brother do the microphones, you're set.
I love when that shit happens though. I feel like doing last shows and like one-off reunions are always like the most psycho.
Yeah.
Because everyone's like, I've got a license to do anything.
Yeah, fully.
I'm never going to see him again, or my band's never going to play again.
Yeah. Well, that was like when there was like that hate crime reunion. There was like, I felt like it gave...
Yeah, I know.
We're just thinking about how like,
if I saw a band called Hate Crime, like a hardcore band called Hate Crime, I'd just be like, oh, they definitely probably have some pretty strong opinions about non-white people.
I guess
the story of how it came about is just like so much stupider though. Like it was the night before this like show in Goulburn, and we were at our mate Wiz's place, and we were just like sitting up like drinking, and our one edge mate had this white shirt, and we were like, oh, let's like make a stencil and put like an X on it, so we're like spray painting these shirts at like 3 in the morning, and then I was like, fuck, we should just like call it Hate Crime, like out of nowhere. And then we were just like, yeah.
I assumed
that'll go down well.
I assumed the story was going to give context. We just didn't.
No, there's no context. That's just how it happened. And then like the next day, we were showing this guy Lions like all the songs that we sort of had, and we asked him if he wanted to play guitar, and he's meant to be playing that day as well. And he's like, I'll join if you help me steal my shit back from my dad. So we drove him to his house and helped him break in so that he could steal his guitar, and that's how we joined.
That's so sick.
You guys had such a better experience of hardcore, like growing up than I did. Mine was sick, but it was just like beach town, we surfed and then go to shows.
Yeah.
That was it. Like there was nothing hectic, and it's like
I feel like
all of your stories are like, well, we had to help a dude break in somewhere, and then like our other friend got addicted to meth, and then like some guy's a bikie now, and he still goes to shows and like punches people in the face. It's pretty mad. Like no one wants to like fight him when he moshes.
Yeah.
It's just like
this guy shelved that guy's stuff. This dude was masturbating in the front of the van while we're driving to Brisbane.
Oh, we definitely had masturbation van stories.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, think anyone that's,
everyone's got to have a wank. I remember once, it wasn't like people that I knew, but I knew the dude that owned the house. This band was staying in his house, and he caught him like washing out his fucking pocket pussy in the sink.
One of my favourite stories is when fucking Honest Crooks stayed with this cunt in Adelaide, and he was just like some random dude, and he cured like all his own mates and stuff. And they stayed in his man cave, and he had like this fucking huge salami hanging from the roof. And Broads like jumped up on the pool table and grabbed the salami and was like rubbing his dick on it. It was like just taking bites out of this fucking huge salami.
I feel like wasn't it like it was like fucking years old. Like this dude had been working on it for like
Yeah,
ever.
it was like some
It was
fucking
like
hectic
sacred to him.
salami. He just desecrated it.
There's a photo somewhere of bro standing on top of
He's like holding it like a lightsaber.
holding it.
That's amazing.
He just had like the whole cult of personality thing where he could pretty much do whatever he wanted and people would just like laugh along with him.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, just like in our general experiences, like it might not have been as wild, but like everyone just also kind of hated us.
Yeah.
Like, there was like a group of friends that like, you know, we all had a good time. But then lots of
Everyone else's expense.
lots of like the like, you know, cooler hardcore people just thought we were fucking idiots, which admittedly we kind of were.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that's, you know, like, what's more punk? Like, at the end of the day, like, I mean, obviously, you know, like, not everyone has to be an obnoxious dickhead, but it's like,
I feel like
playing up to the status quo and like playing it safe because like, oh well, our band needs to play shows with Resist.
Yeah.
Or like, is it just like, fuck it, man? Like, you know.
Yeah.
Because it's all that shit. It's all stories like that people hear. Again, that whole thing of happening overseas. Like, people hear stories of like that in like old New York bands from the 80s.
Yeah.
Like, that's so sick. And then someone does it, or someone's like got a bit of a screw loose here in Australia, and they're, oh no, that like they're problematic. They can't come to shows. Like they're not allowed. Their band's not allowed. And it's just like.
That. I don't think we necessarily did anything that genuinely hurt anyone or upset anyone in like a real bad way. It was just being a bit fucking loose.
Yeah.
I think one of the weirdest ones was like, I mean, I sort of get the opinion, but there was for a while, like people got really upset when like we'd swing our shirts like around like above our heads in Brisbane. Like people would like...
Yeah, but specifically in Brisbane and nowhere else.
Nowhere. But they were just always like kind of off it. That we were just like
was like
sweaty
this thing.
and
I don't know how it started.
I remember. I know that I was.
Topless is a good time in anyone's grill.
I know the story. Yeah, I remember how it started. So, I was literally just I was thinking about a movie. I was sitting in the bathroom and I was having a shower, and I was like
sitting in the shower.
No, I was in the bathroom. I just finished sitting in the fetal position and crying for 20 minutes.
You got fucking shining on the fucking Craft Horse band on the fucking stereo.
But okay, I got out of the shower and I was like, what can I do like to interact with the boys today? So I put it because I lived in the middle of nowhere. I didn't live
That's
near
pretty
anyone.
autistic throat. How can I relate to my friends?
Like it's so
I've got to set this up.
That's not even a joke because that's literally how my brain works. Like I literally am neurodivergent, so it counts. But yeah, and I took a picture of myself like on the shittest phone camera ever of like me swinging my shirt above my head, like in the mirror. I think I was naked maybe as well. But I posted it in like our Facebook group that we had, and I was like, everyone send me a photo of you doing this right now,
And then it was
you
like,
are.
putting one up for Connor.
Yeah, and it was like throwing one up for the boys was like the name of it.
And then everyone started doing it in like servos, like they're in line, like at the counter, and just take their shirt off and just start spinning it around.
And then we started doing it at
shit.
we started doing it at shows, and then I mean I don't think that's what they didn't like, but they just didn't like us being like sweaty and topless all the time. But yeah, I remember
because we're all fat.
it was kind of disgusting. Like, I'm sorry for anyone that had to see me without a shirt on around like 2016. But I remember doing it in Brisbane one time. I remember before I was like veggie or vegan, and I was buying beef jerky at a servo, and this old lady was standing behind me, and I took my shirt off, and I was like walking out of the store with the jerky, and I was full accidentally like whipping her in the face. Reese always used to be like, because I was the only edge one in like in any of the bands, and he'd always be like, he'd always go to the bathroom and be like, don't touch my beer, cunt. Like, he's like, I know how much I'll know if you take a sip.
I've weighed it.
Yeah, he'd always come back and be like, you drink my beer, cunt. Like a bunch of our mates, when like they used to stop at mine when I lived on like the north coast, in between like playing Newcastle and Brisbane. They'd always stop at mine, and I remember we had like this ceremonial edge break of like our mate Bryce. He like broke edge, and like it was like I was already edge. I'd been edge for like 4 years, like the downstairs, and like he just ceremoniously broke edge
in his fucking pure life. Would he?
Everyone was like egging him on to break edge.
And now he's like full corrupted as. Like objectively probably like ruined his life.
He still had a choice in it.
Yeah.
He definitely had a choice. And he chose to be a legend.
Some people are just better as not being straight edge people. Hey, like
Yeah.
like there's some people that are so much better as straight edge people, and then there's some other people that are just so much better as like not being straight edge. You know.
It's like that Hard Times article, like straight edge friend worse in like just piece of shit in every other way.
Right, that was fucking hardcore in Australia from like 2005 to 2010.
Yeah, it's fully like I'm straight edge, but I'm also just like
It's like, oh, I'm straight edge, so like I'm morally pure. It's like you still eat meat, you're still like an absolute garbage human in every other respect.
Yeah,
Like,
I think a lot of people just used it like as an excuse to be like even more aggressive and even more like ignorant about shit.
Yeah.
They'll just like crowd kill people who like weren't edge and then justify it by being like, oh, they were like smoking or like they were doing whatever. Like that Brax guy from Brizzy who would like fucking just bash people for smoking ciggies outside of shows, and if someone was like drinking, he'd take their car keys and throw it down the drain so they couldn't drive anywhere and shit like that.
I think that's pretty hectic though. I love that story. Cause I can back the second part at least.
Yeah.
Like stopping someone from drink driving is pretty funny. Even if it was in a super exaggerated way of like just flogging them and throwing their keys in the drain.
Yeah. Straight edge is definitely a good thing though. It's definitely a good thing.
But I think too, like I don't get why people, like moral purity I don't think has anything to do with edge. Like being edge, like anything like the pure part is just you're mentally affected by like substances you don't choose. Like it's not like medical shit.
well, that's one of my biggest issues with it is that like as soon as you start putting on the whole morality thing of like drugs and alcohol, that's kind of like getting into like fundamentalist religious territory.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of, and that's where straight edge becomes really sucky.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, all these people that are held dogmatic and like, oh well, you know, because I don't imbibe substances means like somehow I'm morally better. And it's like,
yeah, I don't think that's true at all.
no, well, I mean, I don't think anyone with half a brain in their head fucking thinks that, but you know, there is a lot of dumb straight edge dudes that like, you know,
chuck on the
straight edge
86 mentality.
Oh yeah,
last thing. Then we'll fucking get cracking. Do you like 86 mentality?
they're one of those bands that like I've heard the name 100 times.
Yeah.
I've never listened.
It's the third one.
Yeah, not the reunion. This one, the one with the immediate fight as well.
Are they a skin band?
Yeah, from DC.
I think most bands have skin.
Yeah, I kind of felt like, you know, when I was like heavily listening to death metal, I felt really ripped off when Skinless were just a bunch of like fairly like normal looking dudes.
Just people, people that just hadn't been flayed.
I like didn't put together what you meant. I was like, what? Like they're just normies? Or like, no, they just have skin.
They have
fucking
skin.
posers.
False advertising.
Let's just go back because that's hilarious.
Are they like they're hardcore? Yeah, they're not like just an oi band.
It's kind of like oi, hardcorey.
It's like how Mosh and oi.
Yeah.
This dude's just upping everyone. I love how the band doesn't even care.
Yeah.
Fuckos. That dude's definitely not a virgin.
Yeah, that guy for sure fucks. Like,
fucks.
Has a lot of sex.
Just does some serious fucking.
He fucks.
That's why he gets upset.
Fucks hard.
Wait, that was the dude that was running around just punching everyone. Huh?
Yeah.
And then someone's obviously punched him, and he's taken it.
Yeah.
I think he like jumped up and like punched this dude that's on top of the PA, and that dude was like basically like fuck off, like leave me alone. And then I think he arced up for him, like hitting him back or whatever. I was talking like,
It's like, how do you think like that? Hey,
like I did it to you. Why would I get mad if you did it to me?
Yeah.
That would be so like hypocritical.
the one that annoys me though is like if you're moshing and someone like comes into your like vicinity and like pushes you from behind.
Yeah.
I used to have this fucking beef with this one chick, and she was like a friend of mine from back in the day, and then we kind of like, I don't know, stopped being friends. But like it got to a point where it was fucking ridiculous. No matter what show I was at, if I was enjoying a band and moshing, I'd feel someone push me or punch me in the side.
Yeah.
And it was always her. And like it was like, yeah, I might get close to the crowd, but she was one of those fuckwits that would stand like out that, out. It's just like, just get out of the fucking way, man. You know.
Yeah.
Like, you can see me coming through, I can't see you. Don't step in my way and then act all indignant that you got bumped into.
Yeah.
So I think the last time I fucking kicked her, I didn't realise it was her. Someone pushed me in the back, like came out of the way into the pit to push me while I was floor punching. So I like kicked back into them. And then afterwards all these dudes were like, oh, you just fucking kicked her, man. You just kicked her. I'm like, you know what?
I wasn't even looking
I don't give a fuck anymore. Like, hey, I would have cared, but this is like the 5th time it's happened. I didn't know it was her. I don't give a fuck it was her.
I mean, it sounds like, well, essentially she was like physically like attacking you.
Right?
Like with intent.
1 or 2 times you could be like, oh yeah, you know, it just happened. But then a bunch of times, just every show. But yeah, like a whole bunch of people thought I was a complete asshole for that one. And I was well, not like I care about their opinions.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just really annoyed me.
It's just so whack when people like care more because it's a girl. It's like
it's not like the right context to like.
If it was some dude crowd killing, like you could probably
like,
be a bit more like, okay, that's a bit shitty, and she was like trying to standing back a few people. But this is a girl that would literally stand, like, you know, the fucking bogans. If one of these fucking little emos fucking hits me, I'm gonna fucking drop them, and then they inevitably get dropped themselves.
Yeah,
that was basically her, except in it's like
but like she still had the prior knowledge. Yeah, so there's like no excuse.
But like you don't want to coddle women and make them feel like they can't just be like their own person and like they're not strong enough. Yeah, like they have to be like protected or something.
Yeah,
it's like the whole like savior complex.
Yeah,
it's like the same as like the dudes that like, you know, try and date like a sex worker and then get them out of it like they can't make their own fucking decisions.
Save them.
Yeah, like it's fucking stupid.
Right.
And like I don't think everyone's necessarily like white knighting to like protect women, but I feel like
in
just look out for
like
everyone.
That, like, yeah, like if you're going to take umbrage with it, take umbrage with everyone.
Yeah, like just look after people, not just people that you think are attractive. Like I mean, not everyone's straight, obviously, but like that's the typical thing that I see. It's like dudes like trying to protect a girl to then just basically hit on them like as a way in.
Yeah. Or it's that kind of thing of like you get dudes that kind of want to almost it's a real green light to justify getting into a tussle.
Yeah, like a fight.
Yeah.
Oh, I can punch this guy and I'm not going to look like the asshole now. Like I'm you know, I've got the righteous edge in like, fighting someone or.
Yeah, let's cut it. We'll start doing some shit.
Yeah. Do you have any tea?
There's some English breakfast.
I'll run some of that if that's okay.
Run the rhythm.
Run the